how to merge and save nightclub sale vehicles. So we want to merge with the modded Vagrant. The livery selected would transfer 1-to-1. So we're using the Vagrant with F1 wheels and the cash livery. So starting in our bunker, we have that stored in the back of our MOC. We pull it out and we leave it right here. Now we go stand just behind this pallet here where we can see the blue circle. We're going to pull open our phone. We're going to quick join. We go to contact missions. And then we go to start a loan. Once it populates to 2 out of 4 and you can see the name of the job, we're just going to wait a second or two. And then we pull open our phone again and just keep it on this screen. Wait a few more seconds and then close it. If that blue circle reappears, perfect, that's what we want. So we'll leave our bunker on foot. Just take a CEO chopper or your Sparrow and we're going to fly to the nightclub. Once we arrive at the nightclub, we're just going to enter on foot. And then we're going to go find our Speedo Custom. Now, we'll pull the Speedo Custom out, tap gas once, and then when we spawn in, you'll see your car disappear. Perfect, that's what we want. Make your way back to your helicopter. And we're going to return to the bunker. So depending on what vehicle you do, if you're doing the Mule Custom or the Pounder, that's the vehicle you pull out and you want to disappear. Just make sure you got enough stock in your nightclub. You'll see why soon. Enter the bunker on foot. And you'll see your Vagrant will still be there. Perfect. Get inside. The number plate will change. That's what we want. Pull it into the back of the MOC and you'll get this alert. Just accept. And you've just duplicated your Vagrant and deleted your Speedo. All good though, we're going to get it back. Leave the bunker on foot. Get back in your chopper and we're going to return back to the nightclub. Once we get to the nightclub, we're going to enter basement 1 on foot. Once you get into basement 1, you're going to notice that your original Vagrant will be there in place of your Speedo Custom. That's fine. So how we transfer the modifications, start a CEO. Make sure you got a friend outside your nightclub waiting. Make your way to the computer. And we're just going to select the smallest delivery possible. So we make sure we get the Speedo to spawn. Once we start that up, we go find our Speedo and you'll see all the modifications have been transferred from the Vagrant to the Speedo. Perfect, that's what we want. Now, this is where your friend comes into it. They need to go up to that modded Speedo and spam triangle. What you're going to do is quit to story mode. They're going to keep spamming triangle while you're quitting, okay? Until they get access to that Speedo. Once they get access, they're going to need to drive that Speedo to the Sandy Shore shoreline where we can set up the MOC to MOC. So obviously, this is my method, but you can also use the Acid Lab MOC to MOC method. So we've just been in the back of each other's MOC and we're going to make our way to the facility for this version. Enter the facility on foot. Once inside your Avenger, we're going to hover over safety alerts, hold it with X, Once you let go, tap options, then left D-pad, and you get this animation. Open up the map and start up a job. You get a bit of a funny screen as you start the job. That's what we want. So once it loads in, we'll just wait a second or two, and then we're going to back out. You'll spawn outside your facility on foot. Just re-enter as fast as you can. Now, when you spawn back in, you should spawn in your Avengers hold. Just turn around and enter the cockpit. You'll be stuck on a black screen. NOAC 1P5. Accept the first 2 alerts. Wait 2-3 seconds. Accept the third. Once you do that, you'll get this animation. Perfect. Once you spawn back in, now we're going to fast travel back to Sandy Shores. This is where I like to fast travel to, but fast travel wherever you want. NOAC 1P5, accept the first, decline the second. Now, once you spawn in, you may not be able to call out your MOC. So join NOAC 10P5 and accept both alerts. Once you do that, you'll spawn back down after this animation, and you should be able to call out your MOC. So we call out our MOC, make our way to the Sandy Shore shoreline, move the rusted vehicle out of the way, make sure our back 2 tires are over that 4th spot. Need a free elegy or a car that you don't mind losing in the back of your MOC. We're going to call that out. And once we call it out, we're just going to get inside that free elegy. We're going to drive far enough away so we can get that rusted vehicle to spawn underneath our back wheels. Now, the timing of this, it's trial and error, honestly. Do your best. We want to make sure we tap the back of the MOC before we hit right D-pad. If you do it correctly, you'll get this animation. Perfect. The car will be bricked. You won't be able to reverse or go forward. That's what we want. Now our friend's going to bring that modded speedo. We're just going to get inside, and our friend's going to make their way to their MOC, where they're going to send us an invite to get into the back. Once we accept the invite, we'll be stuck on a black screen. Going to wait 5 seconds and then close that. Perfect. So there's the modded speedo that I saved in the back of my MOC. So we go do the MOC to MOC glitch again. So invite each other into the back of the MOCs. And then make our way to the facility. We're going to enter the facility on foot again. Get inside our Avenger. Open options. Hold safety and alerts with X. Let go. Hit options. Left D-pad. Open up the map. Start up a job. You'll get this funny screen again. Perfect. That's what we want. Wait 2 seconds after the job starts, and then we're just going to back out. You'll respawn outside the facility. We're just going to turn around and go back inside. Once we go back inside, you'll spawn inside your Avenger. Go to enter the cockpit. You'll be stuck on a black screen and a whack 1P5. Accept the first 2 alerts. Wait 3 seconds on the last one and accept that. You'll get this animation. Once we spawn back in, we're going to fast travel to the Sandy Shores area. This is where I like to go to, but feel free to fast travel wherever you want around there. So Anahuac 1 P5, accept the first, decline the second. Once we spawn in, we can't call out our MOC, so we need to join Anahuac 10 P5, accept both alerts. You get this animation, and then when you spawn back in, you should be able to call out your MOC. Call out your MOC, make your way to the Sandy Shore shoreline again, where we're going to move the rusted vehicle out of the way. So it's all in how you line it up, guys. If you line it up right, you shouldn't have too many problems. So we've lined it up. We're going to call out our bike now that we've got stored in the back of our MOC. And once again, we need to tap the back of the MOC, hit right D-pad. If you do it correctly, it'll look like this. Bang, perfect. Bike's bricked, can't go anywhere. Get off the bike. Friend's going to bring you the modded Speedo custom, return the bike to storage. And we're going to call out a street vehicle that we have stored in basement 2 of our nightclub garage. So call out the street vehicle. Once the street vehicle spawns in, we're going to get inside the modded Speedo. Our friend's going to send us an invite to the back of the MOC. We're going to accept, and you'll be on a black screen again. From your friend's perspective, this is what they will see if you've hit it correctly. Perfect. All right. Once we restart application, we're going to start a motorcycle club. Once we start a motorcycle club, via the motorcycle menu, we're going to call out the bike that we used to glitch out the back of the MOC. Get on top of the bike, and we're going to take it to the back of the MOC where the street vehicle will be stored. We're going to delete that street vehicle. Hit right on the D-pad. Perfect. That's the alert we want. Pull it inside. You've deleted the street vehicle, and now your modded Speedo will be in basement 2 of your nightclub garage. So from this point, leave the bike there, and we're going to make our way to the nightclub, and we're going to enter basement 2 garage. Once we enter the garage, you'll notice that the modded Speedo will be there. All we need to do now to put it in the right spot is get inside the Speedo, and we're going to hit right on the D-pad where we can upgrade the Speedo. So put all the upgrades that you want on the Speedo. They will translate to the Speedo that you already have stored. But if you have deleted your Speedo, which is the case for my other character, because this is the modded Speedo from my other character, doing this method will make your Speedo reappear in the right spot once you receive it from your friend. So there we go. We've applied all the upgrades. Now we'll go to basement 1 garage where it should be stored, and you'll see that your modded Speedo now is in the correct position with all the upgrades applied. So there you go, guys. That's how you do it. This has helped you guys out. I'd appreciate a follow. Spent quite a lot of time on this one. What about me? Have a good one.